Finally, you're awake. I've been trying to think of the best way to approach you. I figured the best way is if you're half asleep. That way you're too tired to freak out much. No, you're not dreaming. Do I look like the kind of girls you dream about? No, you're not hallucinating either. I'm real, I promise. But if it would make you less freaked out, we can pretend I'm a hallucination. You know, it is the middle of the night, and you haven't gotten much sleep lately. Maybe you did make me up in your head. It wouldn't make much of a difference if I were simply just a hallucination. Real or not, I can only exist in this room with you. Because I'm dead. Can't you tell? Now you can. Now you're reading all the signs. My pale skin, my sunken eyes. It's all making sense, isn't it? I've been waiting for you to realize that you're living with a ghost. I've been dropping hints that I'm here. The lights flickering, the slight chill in the air, your belongings being randomly misplaced. But you just chose to blame it all on your apartment, didn't you? You figured the electricity sucks, and your heater is broken, and all your stuff is scattered because you're still in the middle of unpacking. But really, I was just trying to make myself known without scaring you too bad. I didn't want to come on too strong. You're half asleep right now. It's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. How your eyelids flutter. Thank goodness you don't snore. You wouldn't believe the amount of tenants I've been stuck with that snore. I've been here since 1965. Well, I've been dead since 1965. I've been in this building since 1962. It wasn't always an apartment complex, though. You know that, right? Do you know what it was before? That doesn't surprise me. Probably not something the real estate wants to advertise. Originally, it was a mental institution for the clinically insane. An asylum, if you will. But mental institution is the preferred terminology. In 1965, the building caught on fire in a freak accident. But they got almost everyone out in time. Almost everyone. And thankfully, the damage wasn't completely irreversible. The overall structure of the building was intact, but a lot of important things like medical records were destroyed. So it closed down shortly thereafter. Pretty tragic, huh? Then it was empty for a while. Just an old, abandoned building. The kind of place kids would dare other kids to go in. Fast forward a few decades, they turned it into the apartment complex you're living in today. Sorry for the history lesson. I hope I'm not boring you. You're still half asleep, but I'm gonna choose to believe that's because you're tired rather than bored. I'm still not used to it. All the changes they made while renovating. It looks almost completely different. I miss the old wallpaper, even if it was a little outdated. Actually, even in 1965, it was outdated. But I understand why they had to modernize it so much. Who would want to rent a room in a creepy old mental hospital? I hope I'm not making you regret staying here. See, this is why I always tell the residents about everything after they've signed the lease. I'm just kidding. I've actually never talked to any of the residents. Well, like I said, half of them snore obnoxiously loud. And also, you might have caught my eye a little bit. Well, first of all, you are nice to look at. Second of all, you're the first person I can touch. I can't explain it, but look, I've tried tapping people on their shoulder, pulling their hair when they aren't looking, stuff like that, just to see what would happen. But nothing did. Nothing happened. My fingers would go right through them. But you, something is different. The night you moved in, I tried putting my hand to your cheek while you were sleeping, and I could actually feel you. I haven't felt anything since I was alive. So, something is special about you. And I'm determined to find out what. I figured the only way to do that was to actually talk to you. You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little rusty at this. You're actually the only person I've spoken to since the night I died. Are you asking me how it happened? No, it's okay, you can ask. Smoke inhalation. I got stuck in a room. I passed out. Didn't make it out of the building in time. And I've been trapped here ever since. It's a real shame I couldn't have died 3 blocks from here, where the cemetery is. Imagine what a social life I'd have. It gets a little lonely here sometimes. I'm glad I have you. There's something else you want to ask me, I can tell. Yes, it was a mental hospital. Are you asking me if I was a patient? You're asking if I'm clinically insane. And what if I were? Would that be a turnoff? You know, maybe you should be asking yourself that same question. You're the one seeing ghosts. Do you still believe that I'm only a dream? How about now? Can you feel that too? Just making sure I'm not the only one. everyone's here. I can't let them see me. I'll come back soon, okay? Don't worry. I'll be back in a flash. The door was jammed again. I'll see about getting that fixed. Who are you talking to this time? Is that so? Okay, I talked to your doctor, and he thinks it might be a good idea to increase your dosage, okay? I'm gonna come back with some... Hey, what are you holding? Give me that. You can't keep pickpocketing my stuff, okay? First, my cigarettes, now my lighter. I know you think it's funny, but I don't want you playing with fire. It's dangerous, understand? Do you want the TV on? Okay. Here we go.
Puts a breath of fresh air between the filter and
I'll come back soon, okay?
smoke belly.
Don't worry. I'll be back in a flash.